It's November 18th, 2022, and we got the loop playing here. And it's a little jumpy because it's missing a bunch of data. So we're just going to go through frame by frame and see what we did find in the data that they did give us. So there's the loop real quick, and then we're going to, just real quick, we have this big CME up here, this little event right here. While it's in motion, I want you to take a look at this inflow coming in here, coming in down here. We have inflow going in again, this big blast, and then something creeping out over here. So let's just pause it at the beginning here and back up a bit. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I want you guys to witness here. This is the opening frame at 7:48, so we're missing 7 hours and 48 minutes worth of data already, and the very first frame of the day is already at 7:48. So we're going to go ahead and just proceed through this. And there's our blast. So let's go back to our blast. All right. So let's freeze it right there and zoom in on this. And here you can see we've captured this object again right here. And this blast is coming out. Here's the instrument reacting to it. Now this frame is a little tricky. This whole series of frames is really tricky and hard to decipher. So we're going to start off like this, where you can see the object right here. Now this image is a ghost image. It's the second image. The actual object is right out here. It's moved. This is the image of, this is the second frame, and it's actually right here. This is the image from before. So let me back up a frame. Okay, here's our first frame, and that's the image where the black sphere is right here. Okay, so what I call the shadow image, this one, is a frame behind. So this is a frame behind, captured our image here, and the object has moved from this position to here and is now sitting right there. And as I go to the next frame, you'll see the ghost image has moved, and here is our object. And you can see this little bite it's taken out of the plasma right here, this big kink in the, see how this is all round and should be all completely, round bulb like that, with this big bite taken out of it right here, and that's our object sitting there. Okay, and this is the ghost image of this image right here. So here's our object, see it there, and then there appears to be another one over here, and in fact you can see right here there's another small one, and we'll go another frame. There it is, even better. And then it skips a frame and they all go out of frame. So let's back up real quick to this image right here. There's a few frames. Boom, boom. It's moving out right there. You can make out this little round, whatever, some moon or its own little object right there. Then as the CME passes it, you can make it out right here, and then it moves out of frame. So here we have another object causing CME, captured by the camera here. Let me back out of this a little bit now. And we'll go back down to the counter here because it just skips all over the place. As the CME moves out here, we're at 1236, going forward through the 14s. Oh, and we got a thing blocking it. Oops. And then we have this small object moving out. Our instrument's reacting to it right here. Let me zoom in on this too, so you can see what I'm talking about. Pull it up a little more. There we go. Okay, and then as this little object moves out, I want you to note how the instrument's reacting to it. It's more than just a CME. There's some object there. And if you look at these streaks coming right here, this is the wake from the flow going over this object, creating a wake going out. it's moving out slower than the plasma coming off the sun. And you can see this little V-shaped wake. And as it comes out, you'll see that wake move out in front of it. And then there's our object with a clear reading by the instrument. There's something there. And it's hard to see, but it almost looks like it's a round disc type shape. And as it moves out, that's the only frames we get of it, because after this they delete the rest of the data. So I would love to see the rest of this and see what this thing is moving out here. Okay, so a couple of objects here, some weird looking craft. Oh, let's do this real quick too. While we're here, I want to go over to the red side, because is it there? Yeah, these two frames right here. Back out, move this over to this side now. And we'll zoom in on the red side a little bit. What I'm talking about is this little craft, our Ahura Mazda craft, this winged craft that has the debris tail behind it, is captured here. And then in the next frame, it's captured again right up in here. So we got that little guy zooming around out there. At the same time, we have all this activity coming off the sun. So back out of that. Go back over to this side. Scooch this down. So there's the first image. The ball, the spheroid is in this dent right there. Let me zoom in on that again. And then you can see in the ghost image, it'll be right in this position, right there. Here's that first ghost image with the ball stuck in it. And here, the plasma is so bright that you can't see it. But in the ghost image here, you can make it out. Now that it's moved from here to here, the object's actually here. This is a ghost image of the previous frame. Here's the object right in here with this big chunk taken out of this round bulbous structure. So here's our object. It had moved from this point to this point. This is the ghost image of this frame. Okay, see it? And then this little guy's there, and it moves on out too. Okay, so that was it for tonight. This activity is increasing again. Now we're back to these objects causing CMEs. For a while we had a flurry of comets and stuff, and then a little break, and then more activity of this. So I'm just watching this every day for you guys. Keep up with this thing to catch anything different and new that's happening here on the sun. So that's it for tonight. I love you all. God bless you all. And until my next video, bye.